All right, folks, welcome back to Campaign 18. I sound probably worse than I feel. I actually feel pretty good, and I shouldn't be coughing too much in your ear. But with that excellent introduction to this otherwise mediocre video, we are getting started, and we are defending on, it's the Winchester map. We are pretty much just shoved into the bottom here. It doesn't really matter, these other 2 points, because collectively they're only 8 victory points. Kernstown is the 10-pointer. I believe we're going to get reinforcements that put us... I think we're going to have more than the attackers. And so Kernstown is it's pretty defensible. You do have to worry a little bit about those heights.
Bring me the spyglass, Sergeant.
Yeah, and bring him the spyglass. But for now, because we're waiting, we know this is the point that matters. What I've done is I think these are mostly level 3 or 4 parapets. And what they do is they cover, well, Kernstown itself. They're near the roads, right? We have each brigade. So if you're just joining us, this is a regimental campaign. We're actually able to play at the regimental level because I modded it so that we could, with some weirdness. But basically the plan is to keep Branch's brigade, which is pretty good. I mean, it's the biggest one. It's got 3 stars. He's got 2 stars. And then we're just going to flex. So if they hit us head on, these guys are going to go into the parapets. These guys are going to go into that part of the parapets. And then Finley's brigade is going to man this one. We have Lawton's battery, which is actually quite good. So you can see it's 4 stars. He's only 1, but the troops in him are what they are. And we have the individual batteries back here. You can see some, like the 3rd North Carolina battery is really good. 1st Mississippi's even better. There's some detached. So John Clark, who does well in every campaign I play as the CSA, he's back here. 1st Missouri's back here, and Y is the cav. So all 3 of those units are back here because I detached them because they're unstable and likely to break. And I want to keep the cavalry. I don't want them to break because then that hurts the other units. Also, if we can keep them out of combat, hopefully they can replenish when we get back on the campaign map. And then if we have the cavalry, we can still give morale buffs to friendlies as long as we keep them from getting killed. So I think the plan is probably to put you all on pause. I can't scout because we have decided to bring the cav back and not lose it. But we kind of know where they have to go ultimately in order to get to us. It's somewhat, it's not late in the day, but we're already into the afternoon here. We know the Union came in, so somewhere up here. So, you know, the most likely way is through Winchester and then down. And the question is, where do they come down? It's possible if they come down the middle road over here. We're a bit stuck, though by the time they get there, we might be able to reform in the forest and still make them come through an open field to get to us. That'd be okay. Yeah, if they take the high ground, it's rough. In that case, I think we're thinking of putting Custis Lee into the forest, bringing Branch over here to this, and then bringing Finley actually to the left. So I haven't moved them into the parapets. I found that sometimes when they're in parapets, they just move a little weird. And so I think it's easier as we see the enemy to be able to kind of move to where we need to be. While I'm here, I generally did a good job of detaching the things that needed to be detached before. Ooh, wool withdrawn, Kershaw arrives. That's 2 bats of good news. All right, so not you, but hard beat. All right, so somebody saw something, and it looks like they saw it over there. What I was going to do is switch us to the defense stance, because that's really what we need to do. And when they are in defense stance, they will sometimes, not that they will engage, they will, but sometimes they'll move up to engage, and then they just look to hold their ground. So that's good. Lafayette McClaws, he might be due for a promotion. I haven't really touched the promotions. I kind of let the AI do that, but somebody, okay, so we see some movement. Hey, they actually kicked out skirmishers on their own, so I think at the very least, it looks like we want to be over here. Yeah, we'll at least put Custis Lee there. I think what we do now is we actually rotate Branch's brigade. Yeah, so they came up on us so close. I think we're going to put Branch's brigade over on the right. Yeah, and you all should be moving at the double. And then we're going to take Finley's brigade and we're going to put that here. And hopefully they'll move at the double. They look like they're firing. Okay, they are. They are not, but let's see if we swing them around. All right, so they did get a target. And this group, which looks like... Okay, so those are ordnance. I thought they were parrots, but that's fine. They have targets and... Yeah, one thing I mean, I guess this is fine. I don't know why they're resetting now. This is one of the weird things the AI does. Is that it will just move... Like, when they're engaged with the enemy, they will just choose to rearrange themselves when they just kind of need to shoot, right? And so that's a bit odd. And Branch's brigade seems to now have no idea where it's supposed to be. Maybe the skirmishers being out is just confusing them. I don't know. Yeah, you do that. Yeah, so they're bypassing us. That's okay, because I think the plan will be... So it's Kershaw's division. I think we're just going to put them... This is a nice... This is not a bad spot. We may put them like this. Because I suspect they're going maybe for the victory points that are over here. But those just don't matter. Okay. You're moving along, that's great. Okay, you all kind of stopped going where you should be going. Alright. And now that you all... Why does it look like there are only 3 regiments? Should be more. We'll see if that order sticks, but the one I'm more concerned about is that they put skirmishers out. And perhaps with the cav, we'll just move it right here. Artillery looks like it has targets. Maybe... Okay, yeah, you do too. That's cool. Right, you got your skirmishers back, and I guess we'll move you here now. Cool. Cool. I get to watch this game in it's 135 FPS right now because of lossless Scalar's frame gen. But even capturing at 60 on OBS should look pretty good. Trees look good. That was a neat sound effect. Let's see if you'll take my advice. Probably not. Yeah, I kind of wish they had just taken the creek bed. Which they did not. And I believe that there actually are 4 regiments, but there are 2 that are on top of each other. It's so cool when you see the shell go flying by. I like that. Alright, so those skirms are just buying time for Branch to get into position. Alright, and we want to get into the creek and or the forest for the cover. Alright, very good. See, the Union's still a bit spread out, so just shooting the skirms off, but I guess some... Yeah, some of these units have the range. That is nice. I also think we probably can reposition Kershaw's division. I mean, it's pretty close. Maybe the epicenter just needs to be a little bit more like that. We're probably going to get the free reset overnight anyways. It's probably not the biggest concern we need to have. Alright, the night... Oh... I'll say the AI. That is so cool seeing that shell go out. There's another one. Boom! Yeah, so the AI doesn't do the naming convention, but I named most of these. Tried to give them all unique, non-repetitive names. That was cool. Alright, are you in some cover? North Louisiana, they're not in any cover at all. Try to get up there. Alright, you get the creek, that's fine. You say you're engaged, but I don't know if that's true. Alright, our skirmishers got shot up over here. The 10th Georgia is sitting pretty. I like how the one sprite dropped and then the entire unit took cover. That was pretty cool. So we'll just hold second floor to here. I'm gonna put the 21st Virginia over here. So my rule is generally each unit I'll allow them to put out skirmishers one time. And if they get shot off, they get shot off. If they don't take fire and you recall them, it doesn't count. But the AI will sometimes spam them, which is fine with me, but I don't really want to spam them back. Come on, get in here. Get it. Because it's going to be, I think, a 20% cover bonus. Like, you want that. Some good RD support. There, maybe the attack order will bring them in. I don't know. Alright, so now we got detachments moving up to help the 4th, who look like they'll get into cover now. Alright, so they are trying this road. They have taken the high ground over here. Kinda what we suspected. I now see that we're going to bring the 21st back. We may just put 3rd on that high ground. So the 4th, I don't know about that. Oh, I didn't even see this regiment. Here, I don't know where you're lost from, but we'll put you in that parapet. We'll put you in skirmishing. And we will go from there. Alright, so the Union's got a pretty good skirmisher screen out. They also have a regiment mixed in there, but I wonder how they got to a 15th regiment. I think that would all be under one brigade. I don't know what happened there. Alright, they got the creek cover. That's all we needed. Wow. It'll do. I really wanted the rest of you to press up and try to support them so that there's more rifles going into action here. Cool stuff, man. Alright, you're firing. What are you doing? Alright, you're firing. Excellent. Alright, I see the skirmishers down here. In the obstructions. I guess that's fine. We could try to run it. Alright, so that's a bigger force than I thought. That's at least a full brigade. I'm going to move you back and then probably push you forward. Alright. Guess what, Kershaw? Another change of plans. You're just going to back up what we already have. That seems like the actual attack. Ooh. 25th Pennsylvania got close. You just missed the creek. Whoa. That's a terrible idea, friend. Get up there. Hold those parapets. Those are parapets in high ground. Reinforcements are coming. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you'll move? Okay. Gotta get them over there. No, we don't need to do that. Yeah, that's what we needed. Fulkerson is there. We're gonna have Fulkerson, of course, come up on the right. Our right, their left. Get back in there. Near Kernstown, they're still not putting, they're not getting the cap on it. I guess those guys are just infinitely retreating. New York is taking a beating. I don't know why you all did that, but you did. I'll just leave him like that at this point. I'm not sure why I did that. I don't remember. I thought he was detached as well. Now maybe slowly capping Kernstown. Casualties from a beaten up unit. this, or they're just reforming because they know maybe they're starting to get a sense as to where we are. But they never did capture either of the other 2 points, so they've had no victory points of their own, or objective points. Alright, why don't we rotate you back? Or I guess we'll push 6 Texas up. Alright, they seem to be withdrawing. So they're straight up retreating. They're not gonna make it till nightfall and withdraw. Yep. All right, let's run this through here at max speed. We don't have too much else to do. Alright, we'll see what the papers say. Only 2-to-1 casualties. Given the ground we had and the way we improved it, I'm a little surprised we didn't do better than that, but it was a pretty good Union attack. Considering I think they were outnumbered from the beginning. Colonel Fulkerson has become famous. I think Fulkerson's just the one who showed up at the end. Right, and he was supposed to line up on our right and roll them, but I think that was him. I think it was Fulkerson. I don't know. But guess we'll find out. All right, what do we learn? So it's 1,000, 1,100 or so out of the war for them, and for us, yeah, it's probably 200. So it's actually closer to 5-to-1 in terms of who's out of the war now, but oh well. That must have been up here because I saw Kershaw's name. Yeah, and it was on the Winchester map, so it had to be up here. Poor Hardy's division. They're all out of readiness. Do I get a break? Do I get a break? This doesn't even seem right. I mean, it's Wallace's division. Were they just engaged? So it's 7 hours before we get Kershaw. This feels like we're refighting the battle we just fought. But I don't know that I want to leave it up to the AI. I feel like they can get too much wrong. Alright, yeah, this looks awfully familiar. Now, let's see. These are still 8 and current. So I think this is, if you like reenacting, it kind of feels like it's mostly been Winchester recently. I think we also had 23 engineering points last time. I don't have like a solid critique of kind of what I would have done better. Maybe we'll rebuild this a bit and we got to be far enough forward that we can still put cap weight on Kernstown until reinforcements arrive. So I think the way we do is we do this, we do that, then I think we can start to back it off a bit. And over here, I think it's a similar story. It might block the road, but I don't think I'm going to use that road. So. All right. So it looks like, okay, it looks like everything got to level 4. That's fine. We want to detach. There's detach. Detach the artillery. I didn't hate its placement last time. I think from here, it can shoot that way. It can also shoot that way. At least some of the batteries can. I do want to see... Alright, so... If these guys are so beat up, Clark's, we're just going to put them back and they can protect the artillery. Same with these guys. Yeah, they're going to be in a similar boat. So we'll detach them, put them in the middle. Definitely not going to have them charge, and we will just have them hang out. I think we do that. Try to hold for medium range. Why did you want close range? Yeah, medium range. And over here, Custisly. So I don't love that. Put you there. Put you there. Maybe we'll hold you in reserve. And we will just put these guys right here. All right, batteries. What you guys, oh, what are you guys doing? I don't know what you're doing. It's a nice revolver you got there. All right, you look that way.
Feed the horses while we're waiting.
I guess you can look that way. And you all should have shots that way. Plus the artillery is near the road. If it needs to be moved, it can move more quickly. Alright, that's going to do it for me. Again, we don't have any calf to send forward to scout. Throw out some skirmishers. There are 2 regiments here. That's right, I have to manually move it back now. That is right. Why can't we? Strength not sufficient? 350? Alright. Alright. Alright, let's speed her up.
Feed the horses while we're waiting. Feed the horses while we're waiting. Lead the spy in the ranks. Make sure your weapon is clean. Me the spyglass, Sergeant. Bring me the spyglass, Sergeant.
Alright, that's starting to get annoying. Alright, I spared you all of that. I saw some blue troops briefly over here. So, I think what we do from ranch... Yeah, we can also see some dust here. I don't know, maybe they're also coming down the left side. But... we will put those there and see what that looks like. Get rid of this. It is about to be nightfall. Wool withdrew again. It's kind of a cowardly leader. Alright. So, yeah, it looks like they're just coming on down here. They have targets. Alright, yeah, as long as they have targets, I'm cool. We should get reinforcements overnight. 6 p.m. I think we're in the middle of June, so this battle should go a while. Alright, So with you, we can throw skirms out. With you, we can throw skirms out. Maybe we'll move. We'll just do that. You heard him. All right, good, 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 good. You know, I didn't think of this, but if you could actually get the spacing down so that when skirmishers go out, they actually end up in the creek, it's pretty good. Again, did plan it, but 20% cover. See, we didn't do that over here, but I don't know if we can fall back or not. I would like to. I mean, their job is to just slow things down. I don't think the Union's... Wow, they're not pressing it too tight yet, because you can see there's a lot of stuff back, but this is how the Union attack developed last time. Alright, so they got the creek. Man, Alexander. 4-star unit, 5-star leader. Oh, the trickeration. The trickeration here. We will move you here. I don't know if we'll move you into the parapet or move you to the left after that. These guys, who do they think they are? Yeah, they came all the way around. So anyways, we'll line you up here. Not that they'll do too much, but we'll put some forces over there. That should be Kershaw. That is Kershaw. Alright. Let's see where he came in. If he came in from the same spot as last time. No, he's came in a little over here. That's kind of disappointing. But there's no easy way to get here except by going up and over. So, all right, we'll let them try to figure their thing out. Got that harass off. That's fine. Here, we'll put these skirmishers back here. Turn around. We'll probably just leave them there. It's gotten a little quiet here. Concerned we don't have enough people up in case they push right through here like they did last time. If they're gonna take pot shots, I should just don't have anything to hit. And we wait. We wait. I know by the end of this, I'm supposed to have 3x the number of troops, so that's our good news. Yeah, so Kershaw. Probably don't want that. We probably want, I guess, that for now. And even that I don't love, but we'll get him moving and we'll redeploy things later on. See if Hampton can get over here and help them bubble deploy over. It might be a bit too far, but I think the rest of my force is just going to plan to sit here, so. Alright, somebody's got a head full of steam here. Blaisdell? Looks like he's making a rush for Kernstown, so we can check that out. Oh yeah, bluebellies. Oh, you gotta love it. Very cool. This game looks neat at 120 FPS. It does. In 1440, it does. Ugh. Is that the snail's pace of the HQ? It is. I don't know why HQs don't move faster. Yeah. Perry, you might be the only hope for connecting these bubbles here. But yeah, if you ever have to defend on the Winchester map and you're defending Kernstown, I think that this is a right way to do it. You don't have to line up in front of it. But yeah, engineering points certainly help. If you don't have engineering points, just use the creek, I think. But you have a nice kind of gentle slope, so they do. You can shoot down, and then if they get across it, they have to come up. All this area up here is nice for artillery. I put mine a little far back just so we don't get too shot up by the enemy. I don't even know if they're counterbatting us right now. It does not look like it. So that's good. Now we know they were on our left. They are no longer on our left. We got 3 beat up units trying to hold that. But we still believe time is on our side. Let's speed it up a little bit. It's getting pretty dark here. Doesn't show things off the best. Well, there's actually a fair chance that Hampton might get sniped. I don't know why Hampton's only a level 1 here. Seems to be doing better. I don't think it's worth losing Hampton for the bubble replay. I think we'll be fine without it. So move him back. They had some quality batteries up there too. You can see their morale is not that good. Oh, some of them. I'm not even sure what perks we have. Oh. Counter battery. Wow. Wow. I guess I gotta remember to grab perks for all my guys, but it was a far less bloody version of that, of the previous battle. But yeah, it's been a lot of Winchester. I've said it, I like the Winchester map. It's a good map. It's got quite a bit of road. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got its forested sections, it's got its open sections, it's got some water, but it's not like crazy impassable water. Got the railroad line up north. I think it's pretty cool. Alright, so I actually crashed as I was loading back in, but yeah, well, I don't actually, maybe it's not projecting on here for you. Alright, there we go. So now we are back and you can actually see the screen and everything, but yeah, we had a bit of a crash there. That was unfortunate. Yeah, poor Hardy's division. I mean, they definitely deserve a break. Fulkerson's in rough shape. Kershaw, for some reason, is as well. I think it's just the number of engagements that they've had. But, alright, so we took Fort Whipple. Must be over here. And those are just some roadblocks. And it looks like now we're exerting pressure on Alexandria, I think. Yeah, so we'll cap Alexandria. You know, I think our support in Virginia was down in the 20s or 30s. So now that it's back up in 44, probably because we're recapturing almost all of it. Yeah, we have a score to settle with Fort Monroe, but that's what Beauregard is for. So we'll do that. Yeah, we got a supply depot here because morale and other things will suffer if we don't. We still got to get some readiness back over here. And I think I've just kind of let them famine themselves out. I mean, if we really want New Market, I guess we could go for it and try to knock them out. It just seems crazy that they climbed up. Anyways, we won't worry too much about that. As long as we're in supply and we control most of the big things that matter. Now, actually, do we? Yeah, okay, so we do control Salem. Yeah, that's good. Over here, it's, you know, this is probably the other thing that really matters. For me, it's Richmond and Nashville as the CSA, and also as the Union. Those are your kind of priorities. But here, yeah, that the Union's kind of just been happy to sit there, and so time we tend to think is on our side. Middle of June 1863. Now out in the west, I think are you kidding me? Hardy's division has to be. I don't understand how Wallace's division is continuing to withdraw, get beat. Well, it's withdrawing and it's losing. Because it's withdrawing, and then it just continually re-engages. Although I guess this time it's actually Wool that engages and others show up. Now, if Wallace's division has to come in with him, I wonder if I'm also going to get Kershaw's division. So, I mean, I'll quasi-apologize for the game. Alright, well, we are back. And, and then this time we get the pleasure of attacking them. Because even though they're losing battles in enemy territory, and I've modded away all of the AI's normal like buffs to readiness and the other things that affect readiness. So I don't know what's going on here. They are going to be outnumbered 3-1. So let's see. All right. So we have Kershaw's division. We have Fulkerson. So our full force is here. So it's not, yeah, and Hardy is the beat up one. So we're probably just going to advance and let's move up and attack. I mean, you got 20 points, so if you hold 2, it's a tie, but you got to hold 3 to win it. We outnumber them 3-1. We're not going to worry about victory points. We're just going to find them, and we're going to try to beat them as badly as we can so that they just get the message and move out. But I think I'm going to do that off camera because this video is starting to go long, and you shouldn't be subjected to that. All right, so I bring you in. It is now... yeah, it's almost 2 in the afternoon. So this has been going on since 9 something, but we've moved Kershaw's in front. Fulkerson. I realize now there's a difference. There's a real difference between Fulkerson, the division commander. This is after the first battle I was talking about honors, and then Featherston, the brigade commander. So they are in fact not the same person, kind of at all. But anyways, Fulkerson's going to be on the left. Kershaw is going to be on the right. Hardy is sitting back here in no, not Hardy. Hampton is sitting back in reserve, or at least that's the plan for them. I think we'll move them up probably onto the Apple Pie Ridge, and they might just sit there with that otherwise excellent artillery. And we are almost ready to attack here. So is Allison? Yeah, Allison is the artillery over here. That's fine. I don't know who's getting pummeled, but it's probably us because we're moving. Actually, no. It's us doing the shooting down here. Walker's artillery battalion. You don't... Certainly the battalion looks good. Individual batteries, very... Yeah. Those are some crack batteries, man. So, good on us. If they have targets, I'm going to let them shoot at targets. And since they've decided to move up and occupy Apple Pie Ridge, I think if they're going to do that, go ahead. I don't want my cav over it. I don't want my cav in the thick of it. I'm actually trying to get better at not getting my cav killed, but doesn't always happen. Alright, so you can go detach. You can go detach too, and just maybe capture something over there. But otherwise, we'll probably move Kershaw up on the right. Now Fulkerson's guns are in there. So this is Kemper. Who's the... Oh, Allison. I guess they must be new. Yeah, they look pretty new. But whatever. They're shooting at stuff. That's fine. But I think we have to be happy. Uh-oh. I was going to say, that sounds like... Alright, that we're not going to let stand. That we're going to do something about here. Jenkins, you move up. Featherston, you award-winning such and such. You're going to move up. I see what you're doing. Oh. I see what you're trying to do. Get at my artillery. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. It's fine. All right. I don't know what kind of condition we're in. They're confident. They look a little disheveled. All right, they seem to be indicating they're not too bad, so that's good. Yeah. My poor, super experienced artillery here. What do you guys have? Oh yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one. Because we frequently try to get our artillery some sort of cover. Alright, bring you guys back. Yep. Alright. You can move up here. Where is your leader? Alright, Armstrong's brigade. You should move up like that. Yes. Alright, what are you part of? Breckenridge's brigade? Good enough? Alright, they want to go hide in the woods. That's fine. That's fine. We'll play hide and seek. Notably, holding more of the objective points might play into my hands if they do, because it should make the battle go longer, which means they'll take more casualties before they withdraw. So, something to hope for. Alright, you guys move along, I guess it's the east side of the ridge. Yeah, you guys got the steep climb, but at least you have a trail to get there. Are they really just moving off further to the left now? No, we don't want to do that. That's not what we want. Man, you guys really are a pain. I mean, you're gonna run over here, and it's like, and then what? What's the next plan? You're gonna lose all the victory points, and you're gonna have to be back. So, at this point, we can be pretty sure that we don't need to do the roundabout method. Same with you guys. Wait, how did Featherston's brigade get up here? Well, we'll see if any of that holds, but... Finley... Maybe they're going over here to this victory point. Like, alright, if that's what you really want, but... Try to get our cav out of here before he gets killed. And we have some action. That's pretty cool. You see those shells flicking on in. Guys, let's go get these guys. We can bring you back even further after that. they're about to get their order. We're going to push in close here. I wouldn't worry about that victory point. Just shell the wood line. All right, Armstrong goes there. Jenkins. Go there and let that be it. Kershaw. Oh man, we really didn't get the engagement I wanted. I really wanted to send these guys back, and every time we engage, they have 7,500 men. Maybe it was bloodier than I realized. Alright, maybe it was the fight I wanted. Still, between the previous two battles, they should have lost about 1,200 men out. And they still report coming in with 7,500. So now they've lost an additional 2 down. And all out of Wallace's division. I have no idea how it's able to keep going. I mean, I could order assault, I guess. But let's just get out of here. I guess maybe some of them are doing some rear guard action. I don't know. Okay, they want to shoot at us. Alrighty, let's hope we don't crash. That time, Hardy got famous for the conduct of all of his divisions, so good for them, I guess. Alrighty. Now Hardy, yeah, so that's the thing, like you lose the order you previously gave. These guys are so beat up, I don't even know, you know, maybe I do know the answer. Maybe we gotta switch the corps that's doing it. Put Williams over here. Who else does Hood have? Alright, so Ripley and Cash. See Cash here, right? Yeah. Alright. So we'll move. Come on. We'll move you. And there's Ripley. Again, why isn't this... Alright, so Wallace is falling back, but it's weird because Wool enters every battle and then he leaves before the fighting starts. It's odd. Alright, hopefully we still have enough over here to keep capturing Alexander. Oh, that's why no one's moving. It's because nobody's moving. Alright, Chu and company are over here. Yeah, we need a little bit of readiness back. I was looking in Arkansas, actually, before we got called back here to the east. Right? Alright, so you're doing your thing. That's fine. On the top line, the Union is still ahead, although they are behind in morale. Slightly ahead in support. Morale of their armies is somewhat behind. Far ahead in loyal states. Men fielded, they now have an advantage. Navy tonnage. We have the military experience, and now the battle's won. Total casualties slightly in our favor. We have some European relations. Trade warfare is actually even for once. But that's probably because I've switched over to both sides, so the AI has been helping both sides. But I guarantee we will end up losing that by the end. Khan is king, counter propaganda. No, we want farm back. And maybe Civ Order, or maybe we want to do recruitment. Not sure. How many volunteers do we have? So if we needed troops, what would be our volunteer pool? 53,000 is a lot of volunteers, actually. That is a lot. Our finances have turned poor. Revenues dipped recently. Huh. Wonder what that was about. But our creditors don't seem to mind too much. Speaking of which, when do we get our next improved credit rating? It's a ways away actually, and it might be our last of the war. Huh. Oh. I think we're doing Diplo 3. Then after that, how much longer do we have on this thing? 2 weeks? Alright. Maybe military 3? Maybe nationalized trade? Revenue Act? We could do King Cotton just for the ag subsidies. It's not gonna hurt. To mull over our options here. Alright, but maybe we gotta focus on Arkansas. Alright, good. Williams is getting into position. Hood should move up with Williams. Oh, that's cool. I guess, so I mounted it so I can zoom in closer. You can see the trains in greater detail. It's actually pretty good. That's pretty cool. Alright, all's quiet there. Alright, Price is not ready to do his long march back to Fort Smith, but we may not have time to wait. Stribling's almost done, and Donovan is getting there. So I think very shortly we send Donovan and Stribling together, along with Wise. Win eventually. Price is okay. If he can get out, we'll order him back to Fort Smith, burn the depot at Carrollton. If we lose Carrollton again, fine, but, you know, we gotta worry more about eastern Arkansas than western Arkansas. Alright, Sanders is here. Yeah, like, in the center, it's kind of all is very much quiet. I don't know if we should put some of the, I don't know. We put him in oh, okay, I saw something there. That was an omission. So, yeah, flying column's pretty good. Skilled cartographers is really good too. Alright, so you're already scouting because you need readiness. That's fine. I mean, the argument would be to put them in scouting so they build up XP while they're just sitting there, but we won't do that. Alright, Beauregard's about to make contact. See how he does. Lee, yeah, I think these are his guys. I can't believe that they're actually having supply problems here. I think that that's fake news. And we got Alexandria back. Very good. And now we have Hood, Williams, Ripley, and is this Cash back here? Yeah, it's Cash back there. All right, so they will be the new speed bump for the Union coming into Winchester. Lieutenant Colonel Bear. Somebody actually told me how this was done in the comments, and or Herbert. It didn't stick. It's my fault. All right, all's good here. I think maybe this is quitting time. If we've got a lull in the fighting, certainly we had our fill of Winchester in this one. I wouldn't mind Winchester if we actually get. Oh my goodness, it's the 5th Corps again. It's this is wool, isn't it? get out of scouting. Alright, hopefully neither of you are in scouting. Good, good. Kershaw. Alright, so they, yeah, yet again, Wool doing what he does, which is retreat. That's fine. I don't feel the need to push DC. I feel like, you know, if we're keeping them out of our territory, we're doing our thing. Although our national support did slip a little bit. Our morale is increasing, but so is the morale of their armies. It's probably just because we're out of combat, so we're happier. Is Martin? I think Martin is part of Cooper. So what do you got here? You got land torpedoes. Why don't you go with cartographers here? Sure, you get a flag. Wow, that is a text-laden flag. All right. Garland Jr. Seems kind of generic, but there you go. Everybody gets a flag. Wow. Seemed almost Scottish. All right. Yeah. And yeah. All right. That's going to be quitting time for me. We only advanced a few days here in campaign because we spent so much of it in battle, but it was time well spent. So bring you another one shortly.